Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos talks private versus televised wedding. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos found love during her season of the show. She and Chop Chapel got engaged in the season finale of the show. They have been enjoying their time together and getting to know one another better. Joan and Chalk have also been doing a lot of traveling and making new memories together. Of course, since they are a Bachelor Nation couple, some fans continue to question whether their relationship is genuine. Joan assures everyone it is authentic, and along with that discussed their wedding in a recent interview. What did she have to say? Keep reading to get all the details. Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos dishes on wedding plans. Since Golden Bachelorette Joan Vassos and Chop Chapel met on the show, fans are eager to know when the two will tie the knot. Joan did a recent interview with Bethesda magazine where she did share her thoughts on having a private vs. televised wedding. Joan opened up a little about their wedding plans, but also shared some other interesting details about her relationship with Chalk. She was asked about what it's like when she and Chalk are out in public and they are recognized. Joan shared the biggest question they still get is whether or not they are a real and genuine couple. She joked around that she thinks she has Maryland convinced now after seeing them out in public together so often. She also shared how long it took her season of the Golden Bachelorette to film. Joan said filming was about 7 weeks. Filming started in June and ended in August. As for wedding plans, Joan and Chalk have previously mentioned they are definitely getting married. However, they are still enjoying their engagement and getting to know each other better. They plan on starting their actual wedding plans sometime this year. Of course, fans are wondering what kind of wedding Joan is wanting. Will it be just them and family, or will it be on television, just like Jerry Turner and Theresa Nest? Joan said, "Where does Joan and Chalk want to live?" Joan and Chalk have also addressed many times in the past their decision on where to live. They are each keeping their homes in Kansas and in Maryland. Plus, they want to find an apartment in New York City together. They have been looking, but so far have not found a place they both want to live. Joan has previously said she is okay with traveling to see Chalk and him traveling to see her. She isn't worried about having a long-distance relationship. Joan Vassos never imagined she'd be contemplating whether to have a wedding aired on national television. But then again, she never imagined she'd be the Golden Bachelorette either. Life had taken a series of unexpected turns for Joan, a charming and graceful widow from Maryland who captured the hearts of fans during her brief but memorable journey on The Golden Bachelor. Though she left the show early to care for her daughter, the audience never forgot her poise, warmth, and undeniable spark. So when ABC announced her as the first ever Golden Bachelorette, the response was overwhelmingly positive. Now, months after the whirlwind journey of handing out roses, falling in love, and saying yes to a proposal, Joan found herself facing an entirely new dilemma. Should she have a private wedding, or let the cameras roll? The case for a televised wedding. The idea of a televised wedding was, in many ways, an exciting one. Joan knew firsthand just how many people had followed her journey and rooted for her to find love again. A wedding on ABC would allow fans to share in the joy of her next chapter, making them feel like they were part of the celebration. After all, Bachelor Nation had seen love stories unfold on screen for over 2 decades. Some weddings have been grand spectacles. Think Trista and Ryan Sutter's Bachelorette wedding, which captivated over 17 million viewers. Others had been intimate, yet equally moving. If Joan chose to televise her wedding, she'd be making history as the first Golden Bachelorette to do so, giving viewers a heartwarming glimpse at love later in life. Then there were the logistical perks. A network-backed wedding meant Joan and her fiancé wouldn't have to worry about the details: venue, decor, catering, and even the dress could all be taken care of by ABC's production team. Plus, the network would undoubtedly throw a breathtaking event, complete with golden-hued floral arrangements and sentimental montages of her love story. I've had so many people reach out, telling me how much they connected with my journey, Joan admitted in a recent interview. It's tempting to want to share this special moment with all of them. The case for a private wedding. On the other hand, Joan also felt a strong pull toward an intimate, private ceremony. After all, this love story wasn't just for the cameras. It was real, personal, and deeply meaningful. She had experienced firsthand how reality TV magnified every emotion, every decision. A wedding, one of the most sacred and cherished milestones in a person's life, shouldn't feel like just another episode in a series. A private ceremony would allow Joan and her fiancé to exchange vows in a setting that was completely theirs, free from production schedules and reshoots of the first kiss, just to get the right angle. Beyond the logistics, there was the emotional aspect. Joan had been married before. She knew the depth of what those vows meant. A second chance at love was something to be treasured, and she wanted to experience it fully, without the distractions of cameras, producers, and millions of viewers watching her every move. I want this moment to be about us, she reflected. Not about ratings, not about making television history, just about two people choosing to spend the rest of their lives together. Family matters. One major factor in Joan's decision was her family. As a devoted mother and grandmother, she wanted to ensure that her loved ones felt comfortable and included. Some family members, particularly her grandchildren, might not enjoy the pressure of a televised event. Joan also considered the privacy of her fiancé's family. Were they ready to be thrust into the spotlight simply because she had found love in an unconventional way? At the same time, Joan knew how much her journey had inspired others, particularly women over 60 who might have felt like their chance at love had passed. A televised wedding could serve as a beacon of hope, proving that love can be rediscovered at any age. But did she owe it to the public, or was it okay to keep this milestone just for herself? The best of both worlds. As Joan mulled over her options, she wondered if there was a way to strike a balance between the two. Perhaps she could have a small, private ceremony with just family and close friends, followed by a grand televised reception. That way, she and her fiancé could share their vows in an intimate setting while still allowing Bachelor Nation to be part of the celebration. I love the idea of celebrating with the people who have supported me along this journey, Joan shared. Maybe there's a way to do that without compromising the intimacy of the actual wedding. The final decision. While Joan hasn't officially announced her choice, she's made it clear that whatever she decides, it will be true to her heart. Whether she says "I do" in front of cameras or in the quiet beauty of a private moment, one thing is certain: her love story is far from over. And as Bachelor Nation eagerly awaits her decision, one thing remains undeniable. Joan Vassos has already won. Not just the final rose, but a second chance at love.